Shy Guy days are over. I mean a girl that want to take her over and be her lover, but Paul in my play Casanova. Yeah. In come the thing called Hawkeye and Paul Ranger. I'm a no say fame life in a danger. Got a question marks, you see.
Who's that girl?
And that you need for your scar.
I'd like to know.
You really, really want to know.
I've been watching her.
Wanna watch her, make me snatch
for
her.
the longest time.
I just joke, you a joke, but I man have the approach.
She's the girl in my dreams every night as I lay on my pillow.
When dreaming of constantly.
She seems like a princess or even a queen. Make me wish that I was a king.
Wish you wish me know me a king.
Who's that girl
that you really need for your scar?
I'd like to know.
You really, really want to know.
I've been watching her
What's the security?
for the longest time.
Mr. Ranger, I saw me know you in a danger. Me ask why you will act like a shy guy. That's why you are gonna lose that girl to Hawkeye. Him ask why him application get denied to them girl. You no want a shy guy. Them woman approach them and whisper in them ears. Hug them up for night and me say squeeze them up for days. Gear gangsta loving in a lot of nice ways. She no want me leave, you know she all a cry tears. So listen me no man, hope you understand. She no want a shy guy, she want a dapper man. So all when you a sing song, move up on her tight in a me hand.
Will she say yes? Will she say no?
Well, she don't tell me it's already.
Procrastination is killing me.
One dream.
But I must make a move or someone will get to her first.
But you look like you're deaf. The controller she now left.
Oh, that would surely drive me insane to lose that girl before I win her. Lord, I need your help today.
You need more than God.
For that princess must be mine.
You lose already, man.
Who's that girl?
How that you really need for your scar?
I'd like to know.
You really, really want to know.
I've been watching her for the longest time.
Give me the bye, die. Girl, look how you're nice and you're petite. Love when you a smile and you show your pretty teeth. Girl, your bone leg off the DJ week. Me not lie, me woulda locked you down for the whole week. Talk me not talk, girl, a action I do it. Me not loud it up, we a keep it discreet. Me love the way you squeeze me under your sheet. And when you touch me, how me feel it from me head down to my feet. So wait.
Who's that girl?
Girl, you're mine.
I'd like
You're
to
mine.
know.
Now tell him one more time.
I've been watching her for the longest time.
Give me bye, die.
Who's that girl?
Oh my girl.
I'd like to know.
You know now.
'Cause I've been watching her.
Stop it.
For the longest time.
Well, the song is Who's That Girl, a remix from my CD, which was previously released some years ago, called Love Things. Who's That Girl was re-released as a remix featuring Jamaican artist Hawkeye.
So
Yeah.
how did this union, this double feature with you and Hawkeye?
Well, a friend of mine, DJ Craig Mack of Special Effects, he is a mutual friend of myself and Hawkeye. And Craig Mack, you know, he loved the song, and he came up with the idea that perhaps, you know, Hawkeye and myself should do a collaboration, and he chose that song because it has some sort of, it may sound like a serious song, but it has some comedic aspect to it. I mean, the whole story of the guy, you know, asking who's that girl, right? And you know, I don't know if you have time for me to tell you how the history behind the lyrics of the song.
Yeah, man, we have time for that, man.
But you know, he chose that song because of the comedic nature of the song, and he thought that Hawkeye could do it some justice, right?
Okay.
Well, the background of that is I one time I heard a preacher talking about procrastination, and you know, don't get caught up in procrastination. And, you know, he told a story about this guy on a Caribbean island who knew this girl. Well, he didn't know her, but he used to watch her from a distance. And, you know, he loved to watch her. He admired her. But he just couldn't get up enough courage to go and talk to her. so he kept on watching her and watching her. And one day a friend of his said, "Man, why don't you go over and talk to her?" And he said, No, I just want to watch her. He didn't have enough courage. So he watched and he watched and he watched another guy take her away.
Wow.
The poor guy, because he never.
Go ahead. Sorry. No, go ahead. Sorry.
This poor guy never got up the courage to talk to her, and he watched someone else take her away. You know, they say when you slow, you blow. So he blew that one. So you know, that's where the idea for the lyrics of that song came from. Who's that girl? And
okay.
Of course, you laughed about that, right? You and I laughed about that because this guy, you know, watched her and watched someone else take her away. And, you know, Hawkeye lend his, you know, his talent for lyrics. He's a dancehall artist. Lend his talent to that song by, you know, building upon that.
Yeah.
So you really got to listen to the song to hear it. And, you know, I hope you'll be playing it today so folks can understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I like the part when he says, you need more than God.
Yes.
Yeah, that was funny. Who are some of the people that worked on the production of the remix?
Okay. I forgot to mention that the remix is a reggae version. The remix is a reggae version, but there's also a R&B version. But let's talk about the reggae version. The guy playing the drums, Sly and Robbie.
Right. Sly Dunbar,
Sly and Robbie. All right?
Yeah.
And a couple of artists that's help me out here. Some of these guys, I you know, it's the first time I'm meeting them, but they did a very good job. But Sly and Robbie, I'm Sly Dunbar of Sly and his crew.
Right.
So.
Well.
And the R&B. Go ahead. The R&B version is the music you hear is the creation of Ed Robinson. those into reggae know Ed Robinson from his. Well, he's most famous for his reggae version of "Knocking on Heaven's Door." Knock, 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 knock on heaven's door.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So that was his R&B version. Yes, he does R&B also, and it was mixed in his studio.
Okay. Okay.
And so, and of course, we can't let things go by without folks knowing that the first the original version was produced by Sam Archer himself. You know that guy?
Yeah. I've seen him around. I actually saw him this morning.
I think he might be listening. He might be listening.
Yeah.
So give him all the props, man. Give him all the love.
Yeah.
Yeah. The original was produced by Sam Archer himself.
Most dead. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now, what was it like revisiting? Because when we did that production prior, it's pretty much an R&B project. I think you had one reggae song on there. But Love Thing was that project, and now you have you go back into the project, and now you're doing a new version. What was it like having to revisit that and come into revisit and get that new version in? What was that like?
Oh, it was refreshing. It was refreshing, and I want to repeat it. If it wasn't for Craig Mack, I wouldn't have looked at it as a project to remix.
Credit to Craig Mack.
Credit to Craig Mack. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have thought about doing this as a reggae version. And even though my where I was born in Jamaica, and I'm no stranger to reggae music, but I didn't start out doing reggae music. Of course, I will be doing more now. And believe me, it was very refreshing. You asked, what was it like revisiting it? It was refreshing to hear a different perspective, a different version, and have Hawkeye, a voice, his contribution on it,
Right.
It sort of and made it even more comedic than it was before. Before it was kind of subtle, but Hawkeye made it obvious.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
I like the fact that when we did it the first time, we sort of ventured because this is like the second remix version of that song. We actually did a dance version of it.
Oh my goodness. I totally forgot that. I totally forgot we did a dance version of it.
Yeah. And that version, we had it. I think a few designers may have used it for the models.
Oh yes, for the runway. Yes, for the runway models. That is correct.
Who's that?
My goodness.
That version? Yeah.
And it fit pretty much.
It's a song that went through, where there's an original version, then we did a remix, and then now we have a DanceHall remix.
Right.
With the opportunity to work with a Sly Dunbar.
Well, it's not a dancehall. It's not a dancehall remix. It's a regular remix with a dancehall artist. So.
Okay, thank you for the correction. I'm sorry. I should have. I know what? I know better. So yes, it's a reggae version with dancehall artist Hawkeye.
Right. Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, so just correction on that. But
Right.
for me, I just find it interesting that it's a song that went through these different changes and the reception. What has the reception been for you? Like, from with the new version being out, what has this reception been like?
Well, first of all, it was a song that people liked. In other words, when they identify me as a recording artist, that's the song that they talk about is "Who's That Girl," and I tried my best to try to do something a little bit different because the way people see you isn't always the way that you see yourself. But I saw myself as doing something different. But they liked "Who's That Girl," and coming away. I'm sorry. What was the question?
Wow, you have me worrying. I was basically saying, what has the reception been like with this music?
Oh, the reception. Yes. Okay, the reception is, my goodness. Folks love the song. They really love the song. I've done several radio interviews in the New York area. And as far away as I think it was Miami, Florida, and it has gotten some positive, reviews.
All right.
So we're gonna keep on pushing it. We're gonna keep on pushing it.
All right.
You have those people who like the original version. And and a new set of people. I'm picking up some new fans who like the new version.
Okay. What I was going to ask you is there a new project in the works now, being that your career has sort of been reignited, the fire to get something done? Are you thinking of jumping back in with some new material?
Absolutely. I'm working on something right now. I'm working on a couple of things right now, including a couple of cover songs, not necessarily from within the reggae genre, but we'll turn it into a reggae version. We'll turn them, I should say, in reggae version. Definitely. We can't mention it right now, but yes, there are a couple of songs in the works, and hopefully before the end of the summer, we'll be finished with it.
Okay. Now, what about a music video? You think there's a chance that we may have a music video in the works?
Oh my goodness. The music video, yes, yes. You mean a music video with my face on it? Because
with who's that girl?
Yeah, we have a couple of videos on YouTube that's playing on YouTube, but I have no. It's not a video with me. My picture is on it, but I'm not making any movements. So
it's one
we
of those videos where you just see the album cover and you just hear the music.
Exactly. And we may go and add something else. With me actually. Portraying the guy who is asking who's that girl.
All right. Now, the other thing is, what I wanted to know was who were some of your influences actually, when did you discover that you could sing? Like, what age was that? And were you here already, or were you still in Jamaica?
No, I was already here. I was already here. and I think I remember starting singing in when I was about 12 years old. Unlike some artists that came from the church choir, I was in the school choir in junior high school. It was Leffers Junior High School on Empire Boulevard in Brooklyn, New York.
Okay.
And I sang with them. My teacher was Mrs. Pointer. I'm throwing out these names just in case some folks from back in the day is listening and they remember Mrs. Pointer.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I started there, but I did some singing on my own, and when I was 15, I joined a band. I played the trumpet, and I also sang. So I think it was during those teenage years that I discovered that, I had a talent for singing, and a love, not just a talent, but a love for singing.
Uh-huh.
So, and of course, folks started to comment, about that. And I never really took it. I never really took it anywhere. Apart from, the band broke up, when I was a teenager. And of course, I kept on singing. I would sing every now and then in church, and but didn't start in the church. But is when I started working with you, Sam, that I really took it seriously as a recording artist. And I want to thank you for that.
Oh, you're welcome, my brother. You're welcome. I mean, you went through the different stages of bringing an idea to life. Where you had a song idea and the process it goes through to have a song that you have in mind, and you bring it to life.
Right.
And go through the process. What is interesting is that when we did this recording, we were using reel to reel.
Oh my goodness, man! You're telling them how far back. You're telling them how far back that goes, man.
That's all right. That's all right. Reel to reel.
And I still have that original reel to reel tape.
Yeah, the master.
What was that? A 16-inch tape, was it?
No, 2-inch reel to reel.
Oh, 2-inch reel to reel. That's what it was. 2-inch reel to reel.
2-inch reel to reel.
Not 16-inch. Not 16-inch. That would be a big tape. 2-inch reel to reel.
I was telling someone recently that when we were doing the recording, that back then you had to have a level of imagination. You had to have imagination back then. And back then, we were able to put an idea of the song together. But not like today, where you can actually do a lot more with the technology. Where you're actually hearing the full, you hear an idea of what the full production would sound like before you even go and you do vocals. A lot of times we would go to the studio and we wouldn't really have a clue how this thing is going to sound when it's done. Right, exactly. So, we had to have a certain level of imagination back then. We knew the song, we knew how to play it and how to sing it, but what would it sound like when it's done? You just
exactly. Exactly.
So to today, where we're going through the same process, but we can actually do a little bit more than what we could have done before.
And we have more tracks to play with.
And that's the other thing, more tracks to play with. Back
more tracks to play with, because back then, right? Exactly. And boy, we ran out of them fast, didn't we? We ran out of those tracks fast.
I think the norm was drum tracks sometimes took about 6 to 8 tracks by itself. Then then you had the keyboard, and you
Mhm.
had strings and piano chops, and then um, guitars and flutes, and
Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
by the time you finish, you're up to number 18, and you're going to have 24.
Five more left to play with. Mhm.
Lead vocal track and maybe maybe 3 or 4 tracks to do background.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. So,
It
you
was a
know,
beautiful time.
we come a long way. We come a long way with technology today. That we could do so much more. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so many more. So we can experiment. We have more tracks to play with and experiment with. You know, if we didn't like it, if we didn't like the song we just produced, we could do it a different way.
Okay. Yeah. Well, and back then too, you had to think about it too. If you didn't like how it came out, you have to think about it and be like, let's see how we can try it again.
Yeah, exactly.
And we would have probably had to save that for the next session. Yeah, those were the days. Those were the days.
Well,
So, what part of Jamaica are you from originally?
Kingston. Was born in Kingston, and I was there until I was 10 years old. The last place I lived in Jamaica was a place called Rockford.
Okay.
That was near Windward Road and near the airport. And I remember going up on a hill called Warwicker Hill, and from Warwicker Hill, I used to be able to see the airport, and I would see the plane from a distance. I would see the planes from a distance landing, and at the time, my mother was here in New York. And I missed my mother, and I used to look at the planes and long for the day when I was able to get on one of those planes and come to New York and be with my mother. You know?
Wow.
So
those were the days.
Those were the days.
Those were the days.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But although,
Go
ahead. No, what I was about to say, although physically I left Jamaica behind, in spirit I didn't leave it behind. Still love the Jamaican food, the ackee and the saltfish and the dumpling and the banana and the curry goat and the rice and peas and the callaloo. Don't forget the callaloo, man.
Yes.
And I love the reggae music, but although I love all of those things, I was also influenced by American music, soul music, country music, and so on and so on. Some of the artists I used to admire was Lou Rawls and female artists like Patti LaBelle. As a matter of fact, I remember hearing Patti LaBelle before I left Jamaica, because she oh my goodness, she had a song called I don't remember the title, but it went something like "Here I Go Down the Aisle with You." All right? And yes, I remember her from back in the early days before I left Jamaica. Back, I think it was back in the 60s, and I remember Dionne Warwick and a few others. So I was also influenced, although I'm from Jamaica, I was influenced by American music as well. Country artists like Ray Price, although Ray Charles, he was versatile, but he sang country music. Loretta Lynn, Ray Price, Charlie Pride. Did I mention Charlie Pride?
But yeah, he was definitely a country artist.
Charlie Pride, one of the few black country artists. Yeah. So, I was influenced by, so many different genres of music, and I loved all of them. So, here we are today.
Yeah.
No, it's just that I haven't done a country song yet. But who knows? Maybe one of these days.
One of these days.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what's in the future. So now that we have some music out with you, what is in the future for Paul Ranger?
Well, I want to keep on making music. I want to keep on writing. And actually, back in the 90s, I was pursuing an acting career. And I definitely need to get back to that because, when I didn't mention was back in school, I did a play back in junior high school. I was involved in a play in junior high school, and so of course, I got the show business bug from back then. And I was involved in a play in church also, and got the show business bug, and I love to perform. So I'm going to continue to pursue my music career and continue to pursue the acting.
Okay.
The music is available at Amazon.com, on iTunes, on CD Baby. Folks need to keep the music alive, man. I mean, if you love the music, keep the music alive. Do everything that you can to keep the music alive. Right? Everything that is involved in that. I guess that's about it.
Okay. All right. All right, man.
All right, Sam. It was good talking to you.
Same here, man. You take it easy, and
It was good being on here with you. All right. Will do.
All right, man. Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Shy guy days are over. I mean a girl who want to take her over and be her lover, but Paul in my play Casanova. Yeah. In come the thing called Hawkeye and Paul Ranger. I mean no say him life in a danger. Got a question marks, you see.
Who's that girl?
I that you need for your scar.
I'd like to know.
You really want to know.
I've been watching her.
Wanna watch her, make me snatch
for
her.
the longest time.
I just joke, you a joke, but I man have the approach.
She's the girl in my dreams every night as I lay on my pillow.
When dreaming of constantly.
She seems like a princess or even a queen. Make me wish that I was a king.
Wish you wish me know me a king.
Who's that girl
that you really need for your scar?
I'd like to know.
You really want to know.
I've been watching her.
What's the security?
For the longest time.
Mr. Ranger, I saw me know you in a danger. Me ask why you act like a shy guy. That's why you want to lose that girl to Hawkeye. Him ask why him application get denied to them girl. You no want a shy guy. Them one man approach them and whisper in them ears. Hug them up for night and me say squeeze them up for days. Gear gangsta loving in a lot of nice ways. She no want me leaving, now she all a cry tears. So listen me no man, hope you understand. She no want a shy guy, she want a dapper man. So all when you a sing song, move up on her tight in a me hand.
Will she say yes? Will she say no?
Well, she don't tell me yes already.
Procrastination is killing me.
One dream.
But I must make a move, or someone will get to her first.
But you look like you're deaf. The controller should not left.
Oh, that would surely drive me insane to lose that girl before I win her. Lord, I need your help today.
You need more than God.
For that princess must be mine.
You lose already, man.
Who's that girl?
How don't you really need for your scar?
I'd like to know.
You really, really want to know.
I've been watching her
watch.
for the longest time.
Give me the bye, die. Girl, look how you're nice and you're petite. Love when you a smile and you show your pretty teeth. Girl, your bone leg on the DJ week. Me not lie, me woulda locked you down for the whole week. Talk me not talk, girl, a action I do it. Me not loud it up, we a keep it discreet. Me love the way you squeeze me under your sheet, and when you touch me, how me feel it from me head down to my feet. So wait.
Who's that girl?
Girl, you're mine.
I'd like
You're
to
mine.
know.
Me I tell him one more time.
I've been watching her